Some explosive new quotes from former White House chief strategist Steve Bannon talking about the Russia investigation, all from a forthcoming book, a book coming out soon by author Michael Wolff. This was first made public by The Guardian. NBC News has obtained a copy of this book. First, Bannon says this about the June 9th meeting at Trump Tower. Quote, even if you thought that this was not treasonous or unpatriotic or bad blank, and I happen to think it's all of that, you should have called the FBI immediately. So that's Bannon talking about that meeting between Donald Trump Jr. and a group of Russians. And that's not all. He goes further, talking about special counsel Robert Mueller's investigation. Quote, you realize where this is going. This is all about money laundering. He says Mueller chose senior prosecutor Andrew Weissman first, and he is a money laundering guy. Their path to blank Trump goes right through Paul Manafort, Don Jr., and Jared Kushner. It's as plain as the hair on your face. NBC's Ken Delanian joins me now. Carol and Ken are back with us, too. So, Ken, bottom line, when you sort of take this broadly here, Steve Bannon is basically saying, nah, Russia's not a witch hunt. Russia's not fake news. Russia's not a hoax. This investigation's real, right?
That's certainly how I read it, Hallie. You know, and it turns out that for all his anti-establishment tendencies, Steve Bannon sees the Trump Tower meeting the same way most of the political establishment does, which is it was incredibly foolish, if not improper, for members of the Trump team to meet with a Russian that they thought was representing the Russian government, offering dirt on their opponent. So that's number one. And secondly, in terms of the money laundering, he sees the investigation the same way many members of the legal establishment do, which is that even if Robert Mueller doesn't prove that Donald Trump colluded with Russia at the end of the day, Trump and those around him face other legal jeopardy in terms of how they've done business with Russians and other foreigners. No real estate developer, Hallie, would want the FBI combing through their business records. And apparently Bannon thinks that Donald Trump and his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, face some jeopardy around potential money laundering.